Okay, we should start. First, if you are familiar with the program, you will recognize that this is not a topic planned for tonight. But I truly believe that things what we passed on this practical part are connected with this, and then you will understand better what was the idea. But before I start, instead to represent myself, I'm really not the one man of formality. I would like to say a few words about the book, what we spoke. That's 3-to-1 Back to Basics, call it. It's absolutely similar on English and on Serbo-Croatian language. I have published in 2020, during the Corona time, doing something useful for, I hope, for handball community, because unfortunately there was no so many literature about handball, about defense, and especially not about 3-to-1 defense. And if you are interested about, we can speak later on the end and in informal part. I will try to pass this topic quicker than usual, just to leave you time to, I hope, to enjoy together talking about preparation for the game, because that's something what interesting all of us, and we have a different approach on it. But as you remember, we developed one idea there, and I will let you know why I start with this, actually, with this idea and when. Okay? I will start with absolutely unusual thing. It was a short collection of free kicks, and if you can use one word to describe what you can say about it.
Coordination between the players.
Yes, organization, at least plan how to play this, and definitely they train this. It's not came from the moon. But honestly, in our game, I was asking myself, that was just short compilation, I was asking if in football they can use it and then can play it. Why in handball, where we have much more this situation, we don't use more? And let's see another short video and just observe the situation. He's watching up, 12 seconds. Result is 33-33. He's coming there, asking for the foul. Then he's watching up again, and then he's finishing. Bein Sport reporter is crazy, but as you know and you will see, this is not the first and not the last goal of Mikkel Hansen. Look at his. You see the foul? Look at his head, up. He controls the situation all the way up. And that's how one of the biggest derby of French handball finished.
In the final four, the Shivayev took a timeout. And in the timeout, you can see that one of the players tried to go to foul, make the time and then go to foul, and then automatically did what Nicholson did right now, but instead of shooting, he passed to the pivot. So it was almost the same.
Yeah, I hope that you have time. If not, I will stay here talking about handball with people who has time. What we call it short attack in our game. First, let's speak about meaning. What is inside?
Okay.
Modern word. Transition. Included counter-attack, what can be individual, group, collective, extended, and schnelle Mitte, fast center, or restart. Of course, free throws. And something what we just touched a few days ago, and this is passive play attacks. In the past, until yesterday, we have 6 passes, unlimited number of bouncing, but from today it's just a 4. And I swear we can organize very interesting attacks in 4 passes. That was something what I have asked you there in the hall. What is the number of attacks per game? And here is a trend. There is a research of Paul Landouret, our lecturer who was here with us, and a group of Spanish and German researchers. And they find that number of attacks in last 10 years was reduced by 15%. What a trend, and why did that happen? First and very important is that teams start to practice this, running back to defense. Okay? Second, this anticipation, what will happen? Bulligan today insists about goalkeepers that he, in this moment, when center player passing the ball, already start to attack the pivot, because pivot is the next one who will finish. On the same way, players train and they know what will happen and they already start moving back. If you agree, if you disagree, just let me know. This is something what is still not enough used. This, they call it third phase or extended transition. And let's be honest, because research is made on big events, when you have 9 or 10 games, then you little bit plan the speed. You don't play all 10 games in the same tempo. And this is something what Bulligan mentioned here. This is duration of the attack is 35 seconds. Why we speak about 40, 45, when we already play with this slow game 35? That means 30 is more than enough. But what is efficiency in attack? Okay, we don't speak just about numbers. And here is some trends, and you can see that this is about first 8 teams. It's not about team on position 15, 20, 25. And you can see here, by World Championship, that efficiency constantly going up. That means our attacks are more and more efficient. And finalists, in this case, team of Denmark and Norway, achieved the best results. Number of goals per game, you can see there, World Championship, it's on Serbo-Croatian. You will see it constantly going down, and this is not included here. And best teams who are over the average gain the medals, simply. Norway, Denmark, Spain. Here is the structure of attack. That's something what I mentioned in the book, and something what came to my head after I faced Mr. Carlos Pastor. And if you analyze a little bit, and you should analyze first your colleagues, your opponents, because analyzing team, for me, mean nothing. Teams change, players change. But analyzing philosophy of Branko, it is the way to success. And Carlos Pastor is the coach, I will let you know this, who insists that his team cannot shoot more than 15% of total number of shoots from 9 meters. You will not find, and if you analyze your teams, I swear that you will find that mostly of our team play with 40 or 50% of the shoots from 9 meters. For me, that talking about unorganized, unwell planned the attack. If you just shoot from outside, that means that you don't have enough good ideas. But here, since 2009, we have this constantly number of goals from outside going down. Okay? And 2017 was the first time, comparing to our time, Bulligan with dominant back player, that most of the goals are scored from close range. It means 6 meter line. Okay? You can read this. What is conclusion? That cooperation with the pivot, 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, is decisive factor for success. If you play good this type of game, you are successful. And who is the team scoring most of the goals in this type of game? France and Germany. And best efficiency are Swedish and Norwegian team. That means they don't have that big number, but they are still very efficient. Here is trend of the European Championship, because even almost the same team, not exactly. And you will see here, this is 9 meter goal. It's structure of attack on the last 2 European Championships. Here is goals from outside, backcourt position. Here is 1-on-1, breakthrough, 6 meter and pivot, wings, fast break, and 7 meter. And you can recognize that goals from 6 meter are more than from 9 meter, simply. And now I'm coming to the topic. How many of this number of attacks are interrupted? Cancelled. Men's. Here you have 5 major competitions in the last already 6 years. Olympic Games final, Champions League 2 finals, European Championship and World Championship final. Here is total number of attack per 2 teams, of course. Here is number of fouls. And here is number of organized attack from this number of attacks. What does it mean? If your attack is moving, an opponent make a foul, less than, as you can see, 10%, we play like an organized attack. And this is crazy match, Vardar against, and you will see here 87 and 78, almost 90% of this game was interrupted attack. It's something unusual. What does it mean? In average, easy to remember. We have 50 attacks. Half is interrupted, 25, and just 5 per game are organized. Organized attack for me is also when we make a screen and pass the ball. That's some kind of organization. What about female handball? You see immediately that there is a bigger number of attacks. You see that there is a bigger number of interrupted attack, but you see immediately that there is a less of organized attack, about 5%, just. Female handball is more attractive, faster, but still, tactically, let's be clear about, you see, you remember 50, here is 56, 10% more. 26 interrupted, but just 3 attacks per game are organized. Are you satisfied with this number? Definitely not. I think in football they have more. And now this is correlation between men and women. Total number of attack, number of interruption, and number of organized attack, what is really not enough. And now, talking about problem and doing nothing, for me, is just a story. And I will try to get you in some small examples and to show you my experience. First, I separate, there is a lot of video material and we will not see even 20% of them. I separate them, these free throws, by the place, by the type, by position, by nations, and last one is short attack. Okay, free throws, I separate by number of passes and place. Okay, number of passes. Simplest is 0 passes. That means there is no more passes. And again, same guy. Same story, 24-24, historic game. Same corner. What does it mean? Definitely he is practicing that. And here is another one. Impossible situation, end of the game. Result is X. And then this crazy Chelica spin and goalkeeper is shocked, at least. You will see this rotation. You are all focused on steps and you are not focused that he is 20 meters from the goals? Okay, let's, if you say steps, why you don't say line? In the final of European League, why you don't say line? Winning goal. But things what we cannot change is interpretation of the rules. Things what we can change is organization of our playing style. I agree with you, Branko. I don't disagree, but I have to say what we can change. And here is the simplest one pass to the end. And you know, you have player 3 meters tall, then what you have to do, make a screen. Life is easy. All players in the screen, Kristopan's there. You can see that 1 or 0 passes are still possible to be changed. Okay? By place, I have here a lot of material. And interesting things is this is IHF teaching material you can find on internet. And here is everything from the same year, from competition, from Qatar, about French junior national team, I will show you. And it's the same what senior national team playing. I have another example. Trust me about, just not to show you twice. Cooperation, center back and pivot on the middle. You can find this on internet, this teaching material, IHF teaching material. Okay? And they analyze one of the simplest situations. Now they will analyze by zone, by things what's happened on the court.
Position between
Of course, Klaus is one of the men who is doing also these things. Space, back players, where they attack, all these things are interesting, really. They play 2-on-2, and there is a continuation, of course. Left side, right side.
By making a special shifting movement and an explosive change of pace. At the same time, the pivot blocks the right inside
Simply.
defender. The left inside defender offensively attacks the center back to open space in the center.
I think all of you understand. You don't need this
Has with one hand,
explanation.
throwing hand,
But from the same age, you can see this from the senior national team. What I want to show you is something what you can do in homework, and we did it with the Montenegro national team. You know, practicing a year for one attack means success. This is a free thrown side, okay? Wing and pivot change position, and now they make a screen, right back starts to attack, here with the shoot, you will see this, and then center player coming behind his back, wing going there in place, pivot make a screen. Okay, simply, center player pass, pass to the wing, Kempa pass there. And life bring you many times in situation that some things what you are doing happen on the court. And you will see here in very important game, see result. There in Moscow that we did the same. Borozan attack there, taking defender on him. Božović run behind his back. Grbović is there, opening the space. Left wing is empty, Vujović there. And that pay the price. Okay? As we spoke, can be by place, on side, or on middle on the side. Here is another example from Pixeged, old one. Why I use this one, why I don't use from this season. I have played also with Atabanya, because I want to tell you, to send you some message, that I was using this even 13 years ago in these games. Petar Nenadic cross with left-hander, and now this Vodkerti has to make a pass to Anđelković here, Kempa, because Perić was dead, and in this case Perić saved this, but we make what we have to do. Okay? Simply that he has to pass Kempa. But okay, there is another option that this player can pass ball instead when all of them expect it on another side, and mostly here is one-on-one or two-on-two situation on other side. Okay? And now Perić cannot save. And here is also one example of the middle, but you see that Nenadic never respect nothing. You see here is the screen and he has to pass the ball. Okay? Because here is Sulic covering him, he has just to pass to Anđelković and everything is, but Nenadic decide to shoot and actually no one goes on him. That means by position can be central orienting and side orienting. Okay. By type, I will not spend so much time. 2-on-2 on the middle, we already spoke about this. Screen, what we saw it, and wing transition. It's very famous by Scandinavian teams, also by French teams. Wing in and wing out. I will not spend a lot of time to talking about this. By nations, there is a lot of different here, I call it Scandi, Portuguese, Germans, French, Spanish, and Croatian. All successful nations. Maybe that's the reason why they are different. And last one, what I want to tell you, is the short attack. First, I will show you this one of pick. It's old idea, simply restart, starting when pivot pass the ball to the center player. And then all teams start to run, and left wing regroup on another side. That means this player protect nobody. And then left back attacking the goal. Here is 2-on-2. Here is right back coming there, crossing. Back play, left wing, right wing, shoot or camper pass here. Okay? That's just idea. You can see it and you can understand easier. Okay? If this don't happen, then there is a continuation that wing is coming on his space and pivot is moving opposite. We just give them another task and another task to resolve. Okay? I think now is easy. And you will see from example, we have 4 seconds until opponent will be complete. Okay, Lukas Vijay is running there. Kacir, Anđelković, pass, and right wing Stranovski is scoring. We just regroup. He forgot, you will see now him remember that he has to jump there, but see, even they didn't play that perfect, we did it on the proper way. That means restarts, Branko will tell you even better, are something what Scandinavian team play very often, but he shows that Slovenian team can do the same, playing on the same level. And I prepared here 3 short examples, just to remind you how important is this. Look at the first one. It's my personal example. We play in Slovakia. Before that game against Russia, we play in Slovakia. Result is 9 seconds to the end. Result is X. We have attack. We should score. Okay? Borozan, man with artillery in the hand. Bam! Look at the watch. 57. In 3 seconds, penalty, red card, and they score. We play draw, and that gives the opportunity to Russians to qualify. They have to win us at home, simply. But as you recognize, life is not that simply. Okay, second example, I call victory is closed. I'm really sorry that Alan is not here, because that's the match from our group. Iceland play Hungary. Honestly, Iceland played the best handball in our group. Until that game, they won everyone. They play amazing handball. They have 13 seconds to the end of the game. Lead, 1 goal, and have penalty. Let's see what will happen. Fazekas, saving, pass, 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 Lekaj, goal. Extra time, Iceland is out of competition. And maybe the best example ever, I am really sorry that our Macedonian friends are not here. You see their smiles. Result is X, 16 seconds to the end. Macedonia have a chance to score. If they score, they are on semi-final of European Championship. 7, 8, 9, 10,000 Macedonians are there in the hall. And actually, it was much better situation for Serbia. If results stay X, Denmark is out of competition. Out of competition means they are not in semi-final. but life is a bitch. 32-32. Lazarov, all this, Mirkulovsky, all these players. Hansen make a foul. 9, 8 seconds. Lazarov is shooting. Look at the ball down. Look at the pass. And there is a Lindbergh flying over Atlantic. Wilbeck with the arms up. Okay. You see, they already know that he is, like Bulligan says, that he is in front. With closed eyes, they throw the ball, and Ristovsky. You see this pass? Hansen is jumping. Stevče, Alushevsky, you recognize? Following. Did you recognize Stevče? Okay. Stevče is responsible to catch him. See, Lazarov is jumping. Stevče is here. Very close. Maybe it's better that we don't watch this together. But what I wanted to tell you in this short part, first part of my presentation, that these things should be trained. They are not coming from the moon. They are coming like a result of training, of ideas, of collaboration with your players who are following you with this.